today is all about the negatives of weightlifting, and fundamentally there are no negatives of weightlifting.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
Provided that you do it correctly. Now, there's a lot of negatives in terms of bad form, ego lifting, different things like that, and that's what we're going to be going into today. So I did this, of course. I think everybody in their lifting career at some point has lifted too much and lifted some things they can't handle, weights they can't handle, and that is called ego lifting. That is not good for your body, your muscles, your bones, your ligaments, okay? What breaks you, quite literally, what breaks you, okay? And so I did this when I was quite young. In my first sort of year, 2 years worth of lifting, I wanted to just lift as much as physically possible in the shortest time possible. Everybody does. They want to be able to bench 100 kilos really quickly, and squat double their body weight, deadlift triple their body weight. This is what everybody just dreams of doing when they first start out as a weightlifter, generally speaking, from all the people that I've spoken to that want to weightlift seriously. And I'm talking about weightlifting, not bodybuilding. Clean snatch. The worst experience that I ever had weightlifting, I tried to snatch my body weight after snatching for like a month, or like clean and jerking and different bits and bobs like that. I could clean and jerk my body weight at the time quite easily, but snatching, if you've ever looked at it, is extremely different and extremely hard. And I went up into the snatch and the weight just carried on, and I just had to let it go, and I literally just threw this weight up into the air and nearly killed myself with it. And that's not good for anyone. I've learned all of my mistakes the hard way through trial and error, and this is what I really hope that you don't do. Don't try and error. Listen to people who have had these experiences and know that it's not the right way to do it. You need to lift what your body is able to lift. In my first year of weightlifting, I nearly broke my back by trying to shoulder press my own body weight as well. I can shoulder press more than my body weight now, but that is besides the point. I'm multiple years into lifting. I've got lots of experience behind me. I've built up my core, I've built up my back muscles, all in order to be able to lift those kinds of weights. Now, so yeah, that really the only negative of weightlifting is if you lift too heavy, you will hurt yourself. It's an unequivocal statement. If you lift too heavy, you will hurt yourself, and then you could be put out of the gym for months, possibly over a year, and different things like that. So you need to be extremely careful about what you lift. Now, today I did a 1 rep max test on my 3 compound movements, so my squat, my deadlift, and my bench. Today I benched 100 kilos extremely easily, if I'm going to be honest, and it was amazing to be able to finally bench triple digits, only weighing 65 kilos, which is really nice. I'm just going to see that improve over the next couple of months, which is going to be fantastic. I'm back up to squatting now 100 kilos, which was again fantastic. My knee felt a little bit funny. I have had a big weekend off, and I had a big week at work last week, which wasn't fun. So going to take it really, really easy, make sure everything goes right this week and try and build it back up again. And I was able to deadlift 120, which is fantastic considering I haven't been able to squat and deadlift properly in over a year. That was absolutely fantastic for me to see. I'm only 40 kilos off my max squat and 20 kilos off my max deadlift ever. So I'm hoping by the end of the year to get to triple my body weight in deadlift, double my body weight in squats, and then double my body weight in bench as well. Again, I'm only 20 kilos shy or 30 kilos shy of bench and squat to be able to do double my body weight, which is extremely impressive from what I've been told. You see everything on TikTok about going, if you can bench your body weight, if you can squat 1.5 times your body weight and deadlift double your body weight, then you are in the top 5% of strongest men ever. And that's absolute bullshit. If you look at the strongest men in the world, the population of strongest men, they can deadlift 3 or 4 times their body weight. They can squat the same, and they can bench 2 or 3 times their body weight easily. I mean, if you look at all the strong men that compete around the world, if you look at all of the bodybuilders, you look at all the power lifters, there's a lot of them. So if you're taking the top percentage of people around the world, they can do a lot better than just their body weight 1.5 and double. So I'm looking at double bench, double squat because my knees are funny, and then triple deadlift, and I reckon by the end of the year I'll have that. But it's June, and I'm not looking to get there until January at least, and that is with 3 years worth of good lifting experience and training behind me. Something else that is extremely looked over is, like I said at the beginning, everybody just wants to get there as fast as humanly possible, and it doesn't happen. Like I've always said, you don't achieve your dreams in a month or in 2 months or 3 months or a year. Like, it takes a long flipping time to get there, and so you have to accept that it just takes time. But having these little goals, like I've wanted to bench 100 kilos since the day I started lifting, so to be able to finally hit that has just made me so happy to see how far my bench has come and how far it's going. Same with the squat and the deadlift. In 1 month I went from squatting 40 kilo back squats to 100 kilo back squats. Like, it's just gone through the roof. Again, muscle memory is all coming back, and then deadlift as well. And that was standard deadlift. I did my 140 kilo deadlift as a sumo, and that is apparently cheating. I don't class it as cheating, but I've heard it's apparently cheating. So awesome, so good. And this was just a standard deadlift as well. Then after I hit the 120, I thought, screw it, let's go for a little bit more. So I had 2 20s and 2 10s on each side, and then I thought I'd just whack another 20 on either side, and I didn't even count how much it was, and obviously that is a lot of weight. We're talking 180 kilo deadlift, and considering that I had just done really heavy squats, really heavy bench, my central nervous system was fried. I might have been able to hit it, but not a chance today. I went to pull and it just didn't move. It just did not move in the slightest. So there's me at the end of a really, really successful day, just trying to do a little bit too much. But, I did it safely. I tried to move it and it just wouldn't move. So please take it from me, I'm sure there's a load of other people out there on YouTube that have said the exact same thing. You need to be careful in what you lift, and you need to be able to make sure that you're lifting what you are able to do, because it's extremely important and extremely hard to lift those big heavy weights, especially when you're a very, very light person like myself, for example, only weighing 65 kilos, but I'm able to bench 1.5 times my body weight already, almost double my deadlift, and 1.5 times my squat, and that is, again, for me particularly impressive because I haven't been deadlifting and squatting for the past year. It's just gone through the roof really quickly because of my style of training, which obviously I'm more than happy to give you if you sign up to one of my programs and become really, really strong. That's what I've always wanted, to be really, really strong and small. People have even said to me in the gym, "You're so tiny," and I'm like, yes, but I can do this, and they're like, no, you can't. And then I do it, and they're like, oh my god, you're so strong. And I'm like, well, for my weight, for my age, probably not, but for my weight, definitely. And that's all I've wanted to be. I've never wanted to be some massive bodybuilder that has to walk sideways through doors. Always wanted to be extremely strong, extremely lean. So, you know, all of those fundamental things are very, very important. So I'm going to overlay one of my routines now, one of my days in the gym, and as you'll see, it's extremely light. I'm in the gym for maybe an hour, hour and a half at max, and that's primarily just rest times. I have 2 warm-up sets, 2 top sets on three or four exercises a day, and then I hit some abs as well every single day. But what you'll notice as well, I bench, squat and deadlift pretty much every day, and if I don't bench, then I'll do some form of incline dumbbells or dips, and if I don't deadlift, I'll be doing some sort of pull-up variation. If I don't squat, I'll be doing I always squat. I'll be doing some form of squat variation, whether it's lunges or front squats, back squats, whatever it is, unless I'm having a day off from squatting. It's a very particular routine. It's very, I would say it's probably the least amount of volume I've ever done in my entire life, but I've seen the most amount of gains, which is just absolutely fantastic. The algorithm that I've got worked out is just fantastic. The reps will be changing this month now that every month I do a 1 rep max test, and then I move on from there. I input the new numbers, I get the new numbers out of it, and then I'm able to continue on my journey of just becoming strong, which is something I've always wanted to do. So it's absolutely fantastic. So happy to be on this program moving forward. I apologize about the wind. I should have put the little fluffy thing, I can't remember what it's called, windbreak on the microphone, so I apologize. I didn't think it would be windy when I came out here. Yes, no, this is lovely. I actually like being outside. I haven't come and just sat and given a talking video outside in quite a while. I've always been inside my hostel, which I'm so thankful to be out of now. So thankful. So yeah, make sure you lift things properly, make sure you watch my form, make sure you look and do the form properly. Form is fundamental. It doesn't really matter about the weight. Provided you're getting the form right, then everything else is going to go right 150%. So I'll probably leave my routine up for a little bit longer, and then other than that, have a fantastic day wherever you are. Don't forget to like, comment and share the video, and please tune in to next week.